one thing that has been hard was being too reliant on a small group of volunteers and not going outside of our circles to find more donors. When I lived in Houston, Houston is probably the most philanthropic city in the United States. All people want to do there is go to galas, go to fundraisers, give money, donate, and you have to have the event, right? But people will show up. So when I lived there, it was really easy to put together in-person events, have people donate who would never have thought about donating because they would have donated to their own community. Particularly, there's a large Asian community and Indian, Pakistani, and different parts of Asia. They would not think, oh, let's go donate to Africa. Let's look outside of our own community. So for a while, it was really easy to get donations. We were able to raise a lot of money. Then I moved back to Los Angeles and it was a little bit harder. It's much more fragmented here. Here we have the celebrity culture that people pay attention to instead of the philanthropy culture as much. So that is one big mistake. Another one was we really went in optimistic and enthusiastic, and we didn't think about culturally, people do different things. Like I said with my mom when she was helping families, but things that we would think are no-brainers here might not be the way that things are done in Ghana and vice versa. But you have to think about that and also make sure that you have contingency. We thought, okay, we just need to put the money together to build this orphanage or for this year's school. But we didn't think about how do we keep sustaining this. We do think about it, but it's really difficult because when you're also dealing with another country, the inflation can go crazy, political climate. There was a while when cable was cut under the water, right? That cut off internet access to 5 countries on the continent for a while. And so it was really hard to get communication. The price of goods is always changing. The orphanage, we were able to get the land, but it was farther away from the schools. So then you have to pay for transportation. All these things, you have to think about it more as a business and not just in our daily lives where we might do, okay, let me do this, let me do that. I'm too tired. You really have to plan it out and think about all of the different factors, the good and the bad that could happen, so that you know what to expect and how to plan for them when they do happen, because they will happen. Even with all of our different nonprofit training, that's something that we haven't been as good as I wish that we were. And we get tired, right? If it's a small group, it's hard to sustain the energy. Somebody will take a little break and they'll come back in all energized again with new and fresh ideas, or we'll bring new people in. So I think it's really important to think about those perspectives, make sure you're not asking too much of people at any one time, that you're setting realistic expectations for everybody, and that you're very upfront and doing that planning.